Hey everybody, it's review time, and today we'll be focusing on indie developer Logic Artist's Expeditions Conquistador. Set in the rarely used exploration period of Spain, Expeditions Conquistador starts up with a pretty original story. It's not often you can gloat about how different this kind of narrative really is, and it's refreshing to witness. Full of awesome hand-painted cinematic artwork, it's pretty clear that Logic Artists puts everything they had into this game, and it really paid off. Expeditions Conquistador follows turn-based strategy design, emphasizing cerebral gameplay with player choice and detailed combat mechanics. After creating your character, the first thing you'll notice is how detailed the initial setup truly is. You're tasked with handpicking your own followers, and each and every single one has their own backstory, class, statistics, and personalities. At first, you might think that each character is just a normal foot soldier, but you gotta understand that who you pick and how they synergize with each other will affect your entire expedition. Getting into the game, Expeditions Conquistador follows an overworld style approach. As you move around, you'll use up your daily moves, and once you do, you'll be forced to set up camp, which brings about another startling amount of depth to an indie game like this. So every member can be assigned a specific task for the night. Whether they'll go out and hunt, patrol the camp, or maybe be set on guard duty, it's imperative you pay attention to the percentages. Every area in your camp has specific challenges to keep the area safe, so keeping an eye on what's needed is required for success. During the day, or even when you're camping, special events can pop up, like having one of your group members fall into some quicksand, or maybe one of your scouts found a watering hole full of animals to hunt. This helps keep the feel of the game dynamic, and sometimes these events pose even greater threats to your expedition. In regards to the events as a whole, my personal favorite moments are when your followers create dialogue with you. Often choices appear, having you help somebody through a difficult time, or even settling a dispute over something minor. One time a soldier attempted to bolster the morale of my camp by bringing out hidden Spanish sausage. Chorizo! These moments add tremendous amounts of personality to the game. Fantastic as the narrative and dialogue are, Expeditions Conquistador really heats up when a fight breaks out. Usually before a conflict, you're given the opportunity to outfit your combatants with equipment and experience, and by using XP to increase the rank of each individual soldier or follower, your whole followers gain unique abilities and become more of an asset in battle. Typically, you can bring about 6 people with you in every fight, and trust me, you're gonna need it. It'll take a few fights for you to really understand how the game's mechanics work, and once you do, you'll have your team set the way you like, and a whole new set of strategies will open up. While you're preparing, you can set specialized traps and even barricade off sections you don't want to mess with. Don't worry about losing, as the game doesn't end upon defeat. It's tough, but the game is more of a learning experience than anything. Still, there will be consequences, such as character death, among other things. Since there's no set movement and attack phases, you can move and or attack whenever you want, as long as the characters you have contain action points to do it. This helps the already detailed combat become more appealing and fun to partake in. Flanking strikes, special abilities like the scout's feint here. Whoop! Even a trapper's hailstorm of arrows. Everything is fun to use, and even better when victory comes to you in a flawless fashion. Hell, you can even get a cannon. The game isn't without its own bugs, and sometimes the foliage can make it tough to see exactly what you want to move to. I personally found it weird that the Doctor's Cure move, which removes status ailments, can remove a stun on your follower, but they still can't take their turn after the ability has been applied. Another quest said it needed 10 herbs to complete, and I had 21 in my inventory, as you can see right here, and I still couldn't do it. Turns out, you need 25. It's all minor gripes, but for an overall amazing experience, they're still gripes nonetheless. With tons of variety in the missions, incredible detail in the gameplay, and engrossing character personalities woven into the narrative, if you're a turn-based aficionado, Expeditions Conquistador is absolutely not to be missed. My first playthrough took about 40 hours, and with multiple endings to the storyline, you can bet another playthrough in the future will be worthwhile. So what the heck are you waiting for? Grab it!